Je suis propriétaire du Château Montifaud, je suis la 5e génération. Nous sommes viticulteurs, propriétaires de 80 hectares de vignes situés dans les 2 premiers crus du cognac, en grande et en petite Champagne. Et la caractéristique de nos cognacs en général, sur l'ensemble des qualités, c'est la suivante. D'abord la souplesse et la rondeur de nos cognacs, leur moelleux, sont des cognacs très facilement consommables. En plus, on peut dire qu'au niveau nez, ce sont des cognacs très puissants, beaucoup de puissance au niveau olfactif, et au niveau, on va dire, au niveau goût, une longueur en bouche assez exceptionnelle.
Welcome again to brandylibrary.tv for our ambassador series. This time, not an ambassador, but Catherine Vallet, and we're talking about cognac, France, the king of brandies, not just any cognac, but the Chateau Montifaud. Welcome, Catherine. Thanks for being here.
So
I want to know everything
about Chateau Montifaud.
about Chateau Montifaud cognac. You know that our customers already love it. I still find that the 1973 Chateau Montifaud is one of the best spirits I've ever tasted. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore, but you've got other vintages. We'll talk about this. What about Montifaud within the world of cognac?
Yes, first of all, we are a producer. We are not merchants. So we have vineyard, we grow vineyard, we make the wine, we distill our wine, we age our cognac, then we put in bottle and we travel for selling it. We have the advantage to be located in the heart of cognac area, in Champagne area, Grande Champagne, Petite Champagne. The soil is very chalky, and the name Champagne comes from the Latin name Campania, which means chalk. So we are very lucky to have a good quality soil. Then we have the name Chateau, which is not very common in cognac.
That's
area.
quite unusual, yeah.
Yes, we are very happy for that, but we have the name Chateau because it was, in the old days, there were a chateau, and it's printed on the land, on the name of the land. So it's an official name, and we think that it's something in plus for selling our product. It's an old family, the Vallet family. Now our son is the 6th generation. We are lucky to have 2 small granddaughters, and we cross the fingers because we hope she will continue. Then it's a family tradition, and the way we make the product is always the same way, and it's to protect the quality coming from the soil.
But so, when you say, Catherine, when you say that this is made in a traditional way, do you mean that there's something different in the vineyard? There's something different during fermentation? Is there something different that's happening from the mass producers of cognac during the maturation? Or is it something to do with the distillation? How is it special? How is it traditional?
First of all, we grow vineyard as a traditional way. We don't use machines, it's by hand. We try to be very close to nature, like organic way or controlled for the product we put in the vineyard. We don't want to put to chemical products. And we grow the vineyard like the pruning and everything we do as before. We don't use the machines. Then for the harvest, and then to press the grapes, we have 3 pneumatic presses of 50 hectoliters each. It means they are not very big, so we can put the grapes very quickly in the press, and we avoid oxidation because we can press the grapes quickly.
That's very important because you can't play with sulfite, with any kind of sulfur to protect it. No. So as soon as it's harvested, it is crushed, yes. And that should go straight in a safe environment.
Yes, yes. And then we are going to control the fermentation because we want to keep the aromas. So we control the temperature to be sure that we will have the best fermentation as possible. So if the weather is hot, we can cool the must. If the weather is cold, we can warm. So it's very important. Also, we wait the end of the fermentation to distill our product. We wait after the malolactic fermentation.
That's very important. Not everybody does that.
No, but we really want to have the fermentation finished before beginning the distillation.
So that takes quite a while then. How many days, how many weeks are we talking about between the harvest of the grapes and the distillation? Approximately. Are we talking about just 3-4 weeks? Are we talking about 2 months?
No. 2 weeks. Something like around 2-3 weeks.
All right.
And when it's totally finished, we begin the distillation. Because, you know, in cognac area, we are allowed to distill till the 31st of March. Because on the 1st of April, the cognac age change, and in plus we think that the weather is too warm, so the wine will not be in good shape.
So you have to take advantage of the low temperatures of winter,
yes.
of fall and winter, I guess.
Yes, and we don't want to distill quickly, so we begin as soon as the malolactic fermentation is finished.
Now, so in terms of alcoholic strength, the wine that you put in the still, how strong is it? Are we talking about 9% alcohol by volume? Are we talking about, is it 8, 10?
It depends on the year.
All right, so there is an effect of
Yes.
of the terroir then, I guess, and whatever vintage. The millésime here is something of a difference.
Yes, Uni Blanc, we use mainly Uni Blanc for the other grapes, Colombard and Folle Blanche, but mainly Uni Blanc. It's acid plant, and we try to do the harvest. We don't wait the total finished maturation to do the harvest because we don't want too much sugar. When it's between 8 and 10, it's perfect.
All right.
Sometimes when the weather is very hot, it's a little bit above, but we must follow nature. But the distillation will be more difficult if we have more sugar.
But now, there is a reason why everybody across the world, and you were mentioning that 42 countries import the Chateau Montifaud cognac. So it means something about the quality. But now, there is a reason. Why is it so supple? Why is it so round? Why is it so complex? Distillation has something to do with it.
Yes. The ground,
you have to reveal some secrets here.
the ground first, then the fact that we keep our wine with the lees. It's very important for a cognac coming from Champagne area. Then we are going to distill with the lees. And the aromas, the fruity taste, the floral taste are in the lees. And then for the distillation, we distill very slowly to select the best in the steam, to collect the best. And you know that the cognac is a double distillation. The first distillation is brouillis. The second distillation, bonne chauffe. It's the part of this second distillation will be the heart, and it will be the eau de vie that we are going to put in oak cask for aging. And the heart is the second distillation between 78% and around 60%. And for Chateau Montifaud, we don't separate the heart from the other part always at the same percent alcohol. It's my husband or my son who decide at which percent alcohol we are going to separate the heart. Because at around 60% arrives a part we call seconde, and this part, with the aging, will give a round and mellow taste.
All right, so then they constantly smell and taste.
Yes, and it's very subtle, because if we keep too much, it's not good. If we keep just a little bit, it's really better for the round and mellow taste.
Say your cognac is distilled. Well, maybe we cannot call it cognac quite yet.
Yes, it's eau de vie.
All right, so your eau de vie is freshly distilled. You put it in barrels.
Yes.
But from what I understand, not all kind of barrels.
No. First of all, we are obliged to use French oak. And for Chateau Montifaud, for our normal range, we use Limousin oak. I say normal range because it's VS, VSOP, Napoleon, XO, Heritage, because we also have, and we also make vintage cognacs.
That's pretty rare.
And yes, and vintage cognac in cognac, it's a little bit complicated. We must ask the BNIC, which is the official office in cognac, to come and to put the seal wax on the cask. So we decide how many casks we want each year, and then they come, they put the seal wax on the cask, and then we keep this cognac apart. And for this cognac, we decided to use Troncé oak, which is another kind of oak.
But then how do you make the difference, and why Limousin oak and why Troncé oak?
It's, I think, my father-in-law was used to age in Limousin oak, so Michel decided to continue. And when we decided to create vintage cognacs, because it was allowed, we thought that it was better to change the oak quality to give a taste a little bit different.
A different personality.
Yes.
All right,
so
very good.
It's our own decision.
Right.
And each time we must control those cognac, vintage cognacs, we must ask the person from the BNIC to come and to open the cask, to control with us, and to close the cask.
Is it so you pick up the phone and you say, well, I need to taste?
Yes, and yes, of course.
And they come, they remove
yes,
the
we
wax?
take an appointment, and they come, and they open the cask with us, and they taste with us, and we...
They taste with you?
Yes.
Oh, so I guess you don't have to wait 2 months for them to come. Very good. Now, if we're talking about, say, your Napoleon or your VSOP, what is the age there? Because there are some legal
yes.
minima that you have to
Yes,
respect.
there are some legal time of aging, but for us we age longer than the law oblige. First of all, because we are located on Champagne area, Champagne soil, and the cognac coming from Champagne area needs time to develop the quality. Then it can develop a lot. We have our old cognac, which are really wonderful, but at the beginning, the cognac needs time to develop the quality. And in plus, we want to have time to reduce the percent alcohol. Because as I told you, at the end of the distillation is between 78 and 60% alcohol. And when we drink the cognac, it's normally around 40. So we must reduce the percent alcohol. We use distilled water, which is a normal way, but very small quantity each time. And then we age, we wait, and again, a small quantity, because we don't want to break the taste of the cognac.
Oh, so it's not directly water with cognac?
Yes, a little bit. A part is this, but what we use at Chateau Montifaud is faible. It means we put distilled water in empty casks.
Those are secrets being revealed here.
And distilled water catch the alcohol from the wood and the color. And we use this liquid, which is about 12% alcohol, to put in the cognac, into the cognac, and to make the percent alcohol.
So it's a more gentle way of bringing the
Yes.
cognac to the
Yes.
consumer.
And to protect the quality of our cognac, to protect the aromas.